This next one about the lady who gets basically divorced and kicked to the curb because she don't want to cook for her husband. She deserved everything she got. We gonna unpack this one piece by piece. There's a lot I want to say because she said some really disturbing things in here to me, and I just gotta say something about it, guys. Um, I just gotta say something about it. So we gonna look at it, and yeah, I'm gonna say a few things while we looking at it, maybe, because there's some of it is just it's too disturbing to watch. But we're gonna watch it and take a little peep at it, and then try to watch it, and then I'm gonna get my thoughts on it after it's over.
My husband is mad at me because he walked in and he saw that I'm making breakfast, and I told him that this was for me and my daughter, and that if he wanted some, he needed to cook for himself. I told him I was not going out of my way to make breakfast for him. This is only for me and my daughter. Like, if you're that hungry, there's a McDonald's down the street, or there's eggs in the fridge and there's bacon, and you can make it yourself.
She don't want to go out of her way to make breakfast for him, but she wants him to go out of his way to buy the food for her to be able to make the breakfast. She don't work. She ain't got a nickel. He's paying for everything. So she don't want to go out of her way to make breakfast for him, but she's eating the food that he went and bought because he's doing the working and paying for everything, and she ain't actually bringing nothing to the table. Nothing to the table. Anyway, let's get back into it. But this is crazy, bro. Then he's accepting her with 5 kids, and he had 2 from her. She has a total of 7 kids. You need a school bus to date her. You need a 15 passenger van to date her. She lucky that she even can make some food in there. Can you imagine the money he got to spend on groceries with seven kids and then 2 adults? 9 people? Come on, bro. She out of her damn mind. Anyway, let's get back to it.
He's acting like this not cooking for him thing is brand new. I gave him a list of things that I don't do the day that we got married, and he was okay with it. So what's the problem now? I told him if you don't want to cook, you could wait and see if there's any leftovers. If there's leftovers, go ahead and eat. If there's no leftovers, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to figure it out. But I am not gonna cook for you. It's not my job to cook for you. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I'm doing scrambled eggs. He wants a fried egg. No, I'm sorry. That's too much work for me. I'm not gonna.
And just so we're clear, she was treating this guy like shit, telling him he could have the leftovers like a dog for the food he done went and bought. That her fat ass is in there cooking for her and her fucking gremlins that she done had, the 5 other gremlins that she done had, and his 2 kids. Her and the Munchkin, the Monster Squad, are eating up all his shit, and she's sitting up there telling him if there are leftovers, if there are leftovers, with your fat ass, and all them. Try to be nice. All those little ones. I can't even say it right. All those little ones that belong to you and not me, because only 2 belong to me. All those little ones gonna be eaten, and if there are leftovers, he can have the leftovers if they're leftovers. Yeah, y'all would kick their ass to the curb. He a bigger person than me because she would have got fucking fired. Whew. She would have got fired the first quarter. We wouldn't have never even got this far. If we did, man, I'd have got an annulment. 6 months in, before 6 months, man, I don't even think we would have made it too. And if she gave me that list, we would have never got married. So she would have been a single mom, a baby's mom. I wouldn't even made no kids with her ass. 5 kids already. I ain't making no more with you. You ain't finna put me in that sinking ship. You ain't finna put me on the Titanic. That shit's going down. Ain't no way I'm letting you put me in that. You and all them damn kids. Whole football team. Fucking Boy Scouts, the Little League team. No, you got enough to make a team in a game. No, hell no. You on your own. You and them little monsters. Ooh, hell no. Boy, whew. playing around me, she would have had a bad chick coming in there cooking for me. Who's this? Oh, this is the new maid that I had to hire to come on in here to do the job you don't do because you don't do nothing. So I hired me somebody to come in and cook for me. I hope you don't mind. But she's gonna be, sticking around for a little while. And you might want to excuse that big booty she got. That's real. Man, look, I'd kick her to the curb so fast, bro. It would be over with. Because she's completely abusing this guy. Misusing him, abusing him, taking advantage of him in every way possible. How long, ladies, do you think a relationship will last when you offer nothing and the man is doing everything? What do he need you for if he's doing everything? He don't need you. He don't need you for nothing. If he kicks you out, you gonna miss him. He ain't gonna miss you. He bought all the food. He had to cook all the stuff. He had to wash his own clothes. He had to maintain the house, maintain all that stuff. What does she do if she leaves tomorrow? He ain't missing nothing. But if he leaves tomorrow or she separates from him, she's gonna be hurt. Because that food ain't gonna be there for her to cook. The roof ain't gonna be over her head that she had the way she had it. She might have to go back to her mama's house or somebody's house. She gonna have to go catch the bus and go get it out of the mud, go get a job or pay for them 5 monsters she got. 7 now because she done took 2 more with her. Might as well hand the 2 over to him. But she probably wouldn't do that. He might be stuck with alimony because she been 15 years not working. Yeah, he probably have to pay some alimony, but daddy and child support is better than being stuck with that. I'm sorry, I would just want to cut my losses and just go on. Just go on, do it. I couldn't see the rest of my days being with somebody like that, bro. Not even a little bit. So, yeah, no. She got to go. She offers absolutely nothing. She ain't doing nothing. He leaves, her whole world is gone because she ain't got no car to ride. She ain't got nobody to gonna protect her when she need to. She ain't got that security. She ain't got that nice AC, that nice place, that nice kitchen to cook in. She ain't got the refrigerator to go select the food she want that he done went and bought or gave her the money to go buy. She gonna be really hungry and lose a lot of weight that way. But I had to throw that in there because this lady was horrible, bro. Horrible. Just bad.
Plus, he's so picky with his food that he might as well just cook it himself. So like that, he doesn't have nothing to complain about. So my husband decided to drain our joint bank account and leave me after so much controversy on my videos. So on my main page, I made a video about how I didn't want to cook breakfast for my husband because I didn't want to go out of my way from making scrambled eggs to making a fried egg for him. And I said that he could do it himself. I don't cook for my husband. I never have, and I'm not going to be starting today. I'm sorry. I guess he got, wind of the videos, and yeah, he drained our bank account, and he has told me that I have to leave. At first, I thought he was the one that's going to be gone and that I was going to be able to stay here. But he returned and he said that I need to pack up my things and go. I told him absolutely not because I have children and me and my children are not going to be in the street. So I told him that he has to evict me. And the one that gave him this idea of leaving me was his birth giver. Yes. His mother was the one that gave him the grand idea to leave me after 15 years. It's honestly ridiculous and disgusting that this is even happening right now. Yep, that's me. I don't cook for him. I don't do his laundry. I don't help him pay bills. And I don't go shopping for him. He's a man. He could do all those things himself. So my husband decided to drain our joint bank account and leave me after so much controversy on my videos. So on my main page, I made a video about how I didn't want to cook breakfast for my husband because I didn't want to go out of my way from making scrambled eggs to making a fried egg for him. And I said that he could do it himself. I don't cook for my husband. I never have, and I'm not going to be starting today. I'm sorry. I guess he got, wind of the videos, and yeah, he drained our bank account, and he has told me that I have to leave. At first, I thought he was the one that's going to be gone and that I was going to be able to stay here. But he returned and he said that I need to pack up my things and go. I told him absolutely not, because I have children and me and my children are not going to be in the street. So I told him that he has to evict me. And the one that gave him this idea of leaving me was his birth giver. Yes. His mother was the one that gave him the grand idea to leave me after 15 years. It's honestly ridiculous and disgusting that this is even happening right now. My husband is mad at me because he walked in and he saw that I'm making breakfast, and I told him that this was for me and my daughter, and that if he wanted some, he needed to cook for himself. I told him I was not going out of my way to make breakfast for him. This is only for me and my daughter. Like, if you're that hungry, there's a McDonald's down the street, or there's eggs in the fridge and there's bacon and you can make it yourself. He's acting like this not cooking for him thing is brand new. I gave him a list of things that I don't do the day that we got married, and he was okay with it. So what's the problem now? I told him, if you don't want to cook, you could wait and see if there's any leftovers. If there's leftovers, go ahead and eat. If there's no leftovers, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to figure it out. But I am not gonna cook for you. It's not my job to cook for you. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I'm doing scrambled eggs. He wants a fried egg. No, I'm sorry. That's too much work for me. I'm not gonna do it. Plus, he's so picky with his food that he might as well just cook it himself. So like that, he doesn't have nothing to complain about. I've been crying all morning long. My husband told me that I needed to pack my stuff and get the fuck out the house. So I have my bag and I'm about to start packing. I literally have nowhere to go. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Everybody in the comments was right. He does deserve somebody better. And I hope and pray that he finds someone better. I didn't know that me making that video was gonna, upset him so much. And it made him realize what kind of piece of shit woman I really am. I just don't know.
What did you think was gonna happen when you didn't want to do shit and you worthless and you ain't got nothing going and you got 7 kids? What did you think was gonna happen? Wow. That's all I gotta say is wow. What did you think was gonna happen? Yeah, that's right. This is the end result. Ladies who want to follow this lady and do the things you see and that she do. This is the end result right here. This is the end result when you follow somebody and you do what they do. And you take this, I ain't gonna offer nothing approach. I got nothing to offer approach. This is the end result right here, okay? It's sad, but it is deserved. I'm sorry, but she deserved it. I do not regret it. I'll give her a 6 on ranking. I'll say the lady's she's cute. To me, she's cute. I give her a 6. But then when we factor in those kids, 7 kids, she drops to like a 3. So even if you gave her a 6, once you see the 7 kids, you need a school bus just to date her. You need a trolley. I mean, no, you need a station wagon or a minivan, a van that hold them passenger vans that hold 15 people. You need one of those to date her. Double dually just ain't gonna do it. All right, she got 7. Okay, and she don't offer anything, nothing at all. So what did she think this was gonna get her? And ladies who want to follow her, this is what you get when you do shit like this. You get this right here. You get this when you do stuff like that. This is the end result. This is the path you're gonna walk down. This is the road you chose. This is the end result. Kicked out avenue. Kicked out avenue. We already passed what we gonna do about the street. And now we on kicked out avenue. Okay? This is what happens, all right? Don't want to do nothing. What we gonna do about the street equals kicked out avenue. Okay? Her and her Rugrats. All of them got to go. Arrivederci. Sayonara. Bon voyage. Yeah, guys, listen. Oh my gosh, man. A fried egg is too much work for the person that's buying you all your food and got you a roof over your head and got you in a nice place in a nice neighborhood and you got a car to drive and move around in and you got your own everything and you in this nice kitchen cooking. She wasn't in no shack. And he done provided you this nice, comfortable lifestyle and 5 kids that don't even belong to him. I'm sure it's multiple baby daddies, and none of them didn't marry you. And you got the nerves when you finally get the husband to pull this shit. I don't know what to say about you, ladies. But you, ma'am, you deserve the streets. You deserve the streets. And guess what? All he got to worry about is his 2 kids. It's a lot less mouths to feed, a lot more money he gonna save. Yeah, his mama gave him the right idea. He should have never married you in the first place. You completely disrespectful. You completely unappreciative. You completely bring nothing to the table. You offer nothing. You're absolutely worthless and useless. And it's the truth. You don't cook. You don't clean. He got to do his own laundry. That's what you said. Then what did he got you for decoration? I can't imagine y'all have great conversations. You don't sound like a nice person. So it's pretty much like he on his own anyway. He probably going to work, coming home, not really wanting to come home. The only good thing about home is his kids. There's probably a lot of noise there, a lot of shit going on because you got 5 more that don't belong to him. He got to provide shelter for all them kids, plus you. And he probably spending some money on a grocery bill, bro. I know he's spending every bit of $1,000 on groceries every 2 to 3 weeks. And then that's a lot of money to kick out for somebody that's saying a fried egg is a lot of work. And you won't even work, you don't do nothing, you don't even go nowhere, you sitting in the house. You stay at home mom and you talking about it ain't your job. It is your job. What do you think you ladies think you supposed to do? Just sit there and look cute and that's it? And open your legs up sometimes so he could do his thing? No. A relationship, a marriage is a lot. It's a lot of work. But when you put the other person before yourself and the other person puts you before them, it's beautiful. You go through things together. You have a partner. You have a teammate. You have a person that's on your team that's want to see you win. You one person win, you both win. But you ladies don't look at it like that these days. Now, what does she got now? She got the streets. Ain't no man gonna take her with 7 kids. Ain't no man gonna take her with 7 kids. She got a cute face. I'm sure her body ain't the greatest. And with all them kids, she below average like you wouldn't believe. And she has the nerves to have an attitude and talk about what she ain't gonna do on top of the fact she ain't offering nothing. She ain't cooking. She ain't cleaning. She ain't working. She ain't contributing nothing to nothing. She said she don't pay nothing. She don't do nothing. He do everything. Then what do he need her for? Listen, this is a good comment. This is a good point to make. Very necessary in this, so I'm gonna make it. I remember I dated people in the past, right? Yeah, this real. People in the past, okay? Dated people in the past, right? I remember I dated people in the past, and they would say, "Oh, did you miss me?" After like maybe a week of not talking in the beginning. "Oh, did you miss me?" And the women didn't bring nothing to the table. They didn't do anything. They didn't cook for me. They didn't do no laundry for me. They didn't pay nothing for me. They didn't even drive to see me. I did the driving. I came over. I did the performing. When they came to the room, I performed. They didn't even do nothing. They just enjoyed themselves. I did absolutely everything. I would go get the food, bring the food. I'm coming to your house. You ain't got no food, and you a woman, and you want me to come over there and stay. You ain't got no food. Where do they do that at? Who's gonna stay? then it would be like, oh, you could bring your own food. Well, I'm doing the drive. You don't want to do the drive because you got to work. Your job don't mean nothing to me because you ain't giving me a nickel of your money. You're not chipping in on nothing. You ain't meeting me halfway with nothing. So who cares about your job? You ladies want to be important when you don't really bring anything to the table. You don't offer anything. And a woman has to offer something for marriage. I'm sorry, but you do. This lady is worthless, useless. She's offering nothing. And she's sitting over there it ain't a shocker. It ain't rocket science why he left you. I'm shocked he stayed 15 years. I would have left you the first. We wouldn't even never made it a marriage. Not with 5 kids. I don't even know if we would have dated at all. We might have dated a little bit. I mean, I like kids, but need a school bus to talk to you. And your attitude sucks. Your kids might be great, but your attitude sucks. So, with you having an attitude like that, who's gonna want to stick around? But back to the ladies, I remember each one when I dated them would say this line a lot. Oh, did you miss me? And I would sit and think and be like, miss what exactly? I'm fixing all your problems. I'm doing everything in a relationship. I'm doing the driving. I'm paying for the gas. I'm going around your schedule. I'm stopping my things to go around your schedule to put the time in for you. I'm getting the food. I'm bringing the food. If I'm over there, I'm making the food. You can't cook or you don't cook. You older and you ain't doing nothing in the room. I'm doing all the performing. I'm on top. I'm doing everything. You enjoying yourself. And I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, what is there for me to miss? She ain't doing nothing. And we'll say all the time, every time, oh, did you miss me? Oh, you know, I thought about you. I missed you. Of course you did because I'm doing everything. Of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you missed me because I'm doing everything. But you ain't doing shit. So what is there for me to miss if you ain't doing nothing? You ladies need to wake up out of this dream and start understanding that if you don't bring nothing to the table, the man that's going to sleep with you, recreational use only, kick it with you and gone on. You good enough to date. You good enough to sleep with, but not good enough to date. Or you good enough to date, but you're not good enough to marry. You ain't wife material. You barely girlfriend material. You really ain't that. It's that he overlooking a lot of your flaws. And then you trying to point out all his, but he overlooking all yours. And I don't really know where they do that at, but apparently they do it where you at, but that's not the way it works in real life. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I'm here accepting your shit. And you here bringing me more shit. No. Sorry, but it don't work like that. Whew, this is some tough shit. Anyway, had to throw them pieces in there. But yeah, no. Absolutely not. Oof. No. Anyway, let me say this. I'd rather go through a zombie apocalypse than sit there for the rest of my days with her as a ball and chain to my leg and I'm doing all the work. I'd rather go through the zombie apocalypse with her by my side to watch her get eaten by the zombies. Because she really don't bring nothing to the table. And when she say, oh, why can't you save me? I say, that's just too much work for me to do. That's just too much work. Me to come over there and grab you, that's just too much work. And when she say, oh, well, what about the groceries? And I'd be like, oh, that's just too much work. I just stopped at Mickey D's and just got me something. Me and my 2 kids. I just got us something. That's not my job. It's not my job. Those are not my kids. It's not my job. Oh, but ain't nothing for me to cook. I need to cook something for us to eat. And you need to get a job. You need to be chipping in. You need to be putting in. I bet we wouldn't have went 15 years like that. She would have been a lot smaller because she would have starved. Yeah, he making all the money. He really calling the shots. He probably, I'm gonna tell you what it is, probably below average man. Not in the greatest shape of his self. You know, he just a workaholic. And he prefer to spending more time at the job than he do at home with the nightmare that he brought in. If that's supposed to be his dream, but it's really a nightmare in reality, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. You know, I would hate to be in my end years or middle years and have to come home to somebody like that. I wouldn't even want to come home. I see why a lot of men be like, oh man, let me just stay a little later. This is where, that was the old days. The new days, fire her ass. And I'm coming home to my big screen TV, my dog, and that's wagging his tail, and happy to see me go get the toy play when I show up. No noise in the house. It's quiet. See how quiet it is here? Like this. Come home like this. Every day. Like this. This is what I like. You know, you ain't got a whole bunch of kids running around, fingerprints, handprints everywhere. This broke, that messed up. You all this screaming and yelling. You got to be going at them and watching them and being on them and babysitting. You're a 24-hour around-the-clock daycare when it ain't your kids. You're a 24-hour around-the-clock babysitter, and you ain't even getting the respect. You doing all the hard work, all the heavy lifting. You getting no respect and no benefits. She don't want to cook for him, don't want to clean for him, don't pay nothing, don't work, don't bring nothing to the table. Who gonna want a lifetime with that ball and chain to both your legs? Because that's really what it is. It ain't just a ball and chain to one leg, it's a ball and chain to both. Everything you do got to be with her in mind. Every time you buy food, you got to think about her and all those 5 kids. That's like chain and ball to your legs and your arms. Only one of your hands is free. And you can't even reach all the way because you too busy trying to pull the chain with the good hand. To get it over to where you at. Take you a long time to move anywhere. Can you imagine the money he was saving, the things he could do, and the vacations he could take, and the nice restaurants he could go to, and if he just cut her and those kids out? He would live an abundant lifestyle if he can support 9 people. If he can support 9 people and have them in a nice place, he can do whatever he want. Yeah, I'd have divorced her, kicked her to the curb, and called it a day. End of that shit. Let her go on her own. Because she talking crazy. After the raindrops get through hitting her and the bus keep rolling up and she got to pay for all those fares and she got to go, she'll learn to respect and be nice then. She'll know it next time. She'll have her shit together next time. She'll have something to offer, but next time. Because this time is over. And I wouldn't take her back or deal with her no more. She lucky. Ladies, you're lucky to get a man that's willing to be with you and you got 5 kids already from different men. You are out your mind. That's why I say you got to be below average guy. Average guy or below average, and our guy that's doing that. Average guy or below average. Got to be. Because above average guy would never take that and settle with that. That's a bad deal. Even the average guy would see that as a bad deal. But you got some men, and when I see the ones that take them deals, they always below average. Always. That's why she talking like that, reckless. Because she feel like she the shit, and he ain't got no choice. Like he couldn't kick her to the curb. But she got a surprise. Oh, yeah, she did. Why? Because if he can afford you and 5 kids, he can afford a 8, 9, or 10. He can afford a younger, nicer woman with no kids, with a better attitude that would cook for him all day long. He would actually be saving a lot of money if he got rid of you. He could do a lot more things he wanted to do with you and them 5 rugrats out of there. All he got to worry about is his 2. And she gonna be nasty and take the kids, so he really ain't even really got to worry about that. He just gonna see him on the weekend and pay his little child support, and that's it. But yeah, anyway, let's get to the video and hear the rest of my thoughts on that. That's my thoughts on this part. I had to say it because somebody need to. She's horrible, bro. She's a horror show. She is a car wreck, a piled up car wreck. No, no, and no. She dealing with her, you have a nighttime full of nightmares. A lot of days, a lot of moments of your day, you're dreading going home. A lot of moments of your day, you're unhappy most of the time, day and night. Even if you got the money, you are completely feeling this every single day. To me, it's just cheaper to go ahead and just get rid of her and just save yourself the aggravation, the time, and all the strife. It's over. We're done. We're finished. You're finished. It's curtains. It's over for you. Okay? I'm out of here. Boom. You ever seen the movie Duplex? That's one of my favorite comedians. One of my favorite actors too, man. He and his girl, they took the landlord lady and they swung her in a bag and threw her off the cliff. They threw her ass over the cliff. They wanted to kill her. They thought about all the ways they could kill her. That's what this woman would do. You think about throwing her ass off the cliff with the ball and chain and making sure she go all the way down to the bottom wherever she land. She gets there quick. Anyway, yeah, man, come on, bro. You wearing glasses and you acting like that. You got the nerve with 5 kids. You overweight. You 5 kids and you sitting here. You just got a cute face. That's it. And you got the nerve to talk that shit. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, Cletus. All right. Yeah.